Who can it be now? It's me, UPB from OptionMillionaires.com. Just let you know before I get started, we have a class tonight. Jimmy Bob at OptionMillionaires.com going to have a great class. Also, Mikey this week's going to have a class, and we have other classes scheduled. Chock full of excitement at Option Millionaires. Today was an exciting day as well, compared to yesterday, where we finished roughly where we started. We did have intraday movement up and down. Had you bought the rips and sold the dips quickly, were nimble in and out yesterday, and if you weren't in a stock that was just trending down or up, uh, you did all right. But if you were holding, it was basically a wasted day for an option trader because you lost a day of premium. Time decay. And today we had a nice start to the day and a nice finish, closing just off the highs. After hours we sunk down, but we're coming back. Uh, we did have this bull flag I pointed out early on before noon, right around here, said a possible bull flag forming, and we broke through it to the upside, and that made me confident about continuing to hold calls and thinking that we'll still see upside in this market. Why? Why? Who knows? No. We know some sort of easing is coming. They're going to solve this problem. They're going to kick the can down the road again. And if they don't, we'll know that too. I think all of this European nonsense has been priced in for the most part, other than Spain. If Spain falls off a cliff right now, supposedly the credit markets are shutting them out. But nothing a little LTRO 3 or 4 or 5 or QE will solve. Make everybody happy again, and we can go back to buying stocks because that's what everybody likes to do. They want the stocks to go up. Good for elections. Let's go to a stock that's been going down forever and ever and ever. Ever hear of First Solar? Oh yeah, this was a high flyer. And back in November, we called it to be a penny stock. Look at this chart. $175 down to 11. I believe it hit 1137 yesterday. Let's pull it First Solar. Yes, it hit 1143. I was off by 7 cents. And it's been ramping higher. Look at it. Hitting a high, I believe it was up almost 3.5% today. It was up yesterday. And it's coming back. But like we said in November, it's going to be a penny stock. I'll give you a stock just to compare this to. Uh, a stock called LDK. That's a symbol. The name of the company's LDK Solar Company. And back in 2007, 2006, this was a high flyer as well. It's now at $1.71. It was back in 2007, it was $75. So you could see the euphoria around the solars. First Solar is just one of the last ones standing. So it doesn't help that they get a lot of their revenue from overseas, and Europe's not doing so well. That's why we see McDonald's. Take a look at McDonald's, which broke the support line, goes all the way down, broke multi-year support. And we've seen weakness in McDonald's as well, as they derive over 50% of their revenues from Europe. So yes, it's not just us Americans getting fat on cheeseburgers. And it's not going to help McDonald's either that Disney's going to pull all their ads unless they have McApples and McGrapes and McBlueberries, which maybe we'll call that now. It'll call, instead of McDonald's, it'll be McHealthy, and that'll send the stock up. But for now, it's got a little weight tied around its leg and just keeps rolling over here. This is a stock that just didn't look like it was going to quit. A stock like Chipotle Mexican Grill, which posted a great reversal today. Chipotle Mexican Grill, they're still popping stores up all over the place, and this stock has not seen its final burst higher, I don't think. Let's look at today's action. For the options, which are thinly traded for Chipotle Mexican Grill, you might have been able to snag some for a bounce, and the weeklies actually saw some nice movement, up 100% on some of the strikes. You could have bought, say, the 400s for $3. They went to $3.70. The 405s went as low as $1.45, and they closed at $4.10. So that was more than a double. So yeah, buying the dips today worked out great. How about Las Vegas Sands? LVS was up over 5.5%, pushing 6% today. A lot of the strikes, for instance, the 45-cent a $45 strike. You could have gotten in at 20 cents yesterday or even less had you bought right at the lows. I'll show you the chart for LVS here real quick. Las Vegas Sands yesterday hit a low down at 41.25 before bouncing. Oh, gosh, what a move. I think that was about 1:30, just after lunchtime. I would think those $45 calls probably went as low as 10 cents. Nobody foresaw. The option market isn't that smart to price it. Anybody thinking LVS was going to jump, gosh, almost 10% in less than a full 2 trading days. Hey, give them credit. They were buying the dip. And I did it with LVS right here. It was a couple days ago and got out for a quick profit. Bought the dip, sold the rip. Same here. I do think we could be looking at a temporary low here, and that LVS will continue high. We get a look at this line here, this blue line, just above 46. That would be some significant resistance. Just a couple more here, and I'll let you go. I will have some option trades for you tonight if I get a chance in another video. Let's do COF, Capital One Financial. Also saw a low just after the open yesterday, and it's moved almost $2 higher. The $50 strike is a 200% return if you bought the $50 weekly calls at or near the low yesterday. This is a great stock to trade as far as a financial because it does move quickly, and this was a $60 stock only a couple weeks ago. And its big brother, American Express, also doing well. I do think this is a great buy if the financials get a bounce. American Express could easily head back to 55, 56. This is something I'll cover in my options to trade. Cena, I have the 52.50 calls. We alerted the $55 calls too. I got them right around here yesterday. Got them for about 93 cents. They closed at $1.20, I believe. So I'm up 37 cents. Oh yeah, that's about a 45% gain. But I'm not selling yet because I think we're going to have a lot more upside to Cena, especially if the market bounces, which I think is going to happen. We're going to get a boing tomorrow. We had a weaker dollar today after it strengthened. Actually, the dollar was up with the stocks today and then weakened during the day. Was what I was trying to say. When you know what's going on in your head, you're trying to say something, but you mean something else. If I'm making any sense at all. The point being, I think the dollar is going to weaken. And why? Why is that? Because the market's going to start pricing in the easing that we all knew was going to happen. The QE, the LTRO over in Europe, we know it's coming. It's inevitable. They will not let this house of cards collapse. They've worked too hard. So we will see a weakening dollar, which will help a stock like ex-US Steel. I got in the $19 calls yesterday, right around near the lows, the old 52-week low, and then it went further and hit a brand new 52-week low before bouncing. So that's a stock to watch as well. This is UPB here from OptionMillionaires.com. We have 2 classes tonight and more this week. Come on and join us. We have a great time. Those of you who joined me for my class on Sunday night, thank you so much. I hope I was able to teach you something. I'm always here to help. Send me a message. Give me an email. Say hi. Stop in. Once again, UPB from OptionMillionaires.com. Have yourselves a great night, and if you're around later, check out my next video for some option trades in the morning. Goodbye.